Hello.
Oh,
Alright. You can invite me. Wait, no, hold on. Now you can. Now you can. Okay, give me a second. We're going to be going to Westweald and Valente Vineyards Way Shrine. I marked it, at least nearby. Last week, and I guess it was technically this week, because it was Sunday, I think. We stopped all the Athelia stuff, and we broke the loom. But I guess she absorbed the power of the loom. I don't really know if that made it worthless or what, but she seemed very angry. Angry sponge. If this goes on for too terribly long, and if there is a stopping point, we might be able to split it between today and tomorrow.
That's fine.
But it depends on if there is a
Better overstart than under.
Yeah.
and she doesn't, like, I don't know, send us into another timeline.
I just came up with a
Or
rebuttal
maybe
to the
we
Mundus
have to pick a
Lacrimal
point
theory.
to stop.
That old buffoon from
Maybe.
Moradon won't be able to get around this.
I like the autumn colors.
Yeah. It is very pretty. Enchantress is here. Happy birthday, Enchantress!
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh, I'm not all dressed up. I gotta get. There we go. I was in my PJs. Okay, so Scroot's got a portal.
Where is this instability you detected?
Good question.
Been on the lookout for
Did
that.
you have a good day,
We could
Enchantress?
talk to him.
Good enough.
This person's got my. Oh wait, no, that's a different outfit. I think it's Gravedigger.
It was awful. Like the world
We
ripped
talked
open.
to
Like a
Levis.
tear.
Yeah.
Swallowed our cart and poor Lazarus. Sucked them right in. We were foraging in Pharaoh's cavern, Lazarus and me. We heard a terrible ripping sound, and there it was. A tear in the space before us. Never seen the like. It was full of nothing. But Lazarus got too close. He was just gone. So I ran.
We must enter the cave and see this tear for ourselves.
It's probably not terribly special. I've seen stuff like it.
I wouldn't go into Pharaoh's cavern, stranger. That tear, it's terrible. The light, the
You
sound.
must.
And if you get too close,
Enchantress says she had a
you
slumber
fall
party.
into the nothingness.
Oh.
Kind of slumber party. I don't know if we should explain to him that this is a cave and not a tear in space.
Oh, hang on.
Like, that's a cave, sir. It's just a hole in the
Hole
wall.
in the ground.
Hold up. Picking some boons, and I think I want an experience roll. Alright. Ready to go.
I got the purple heels, by the way. That's pretty fun. That's right. Purple!
Yeah. I don't understand. I
tear
thought I
in the
was
fabric
supposed
of
to get that.
Not only have the threads of fate been parted, a piece of existence has been destroyed.
That's not good. Examine it, mortal, but carefully. Very carefully.
That's the tear.
I think
Oh.
I know
guess
what's
so.
happening here. Let's talk.
Oh.
An unexpected reaction, but it tells us much.
What started as instabilities in the threads of fate have become tears in the fabric of reality itself. The Great Eye's worst fears have come to pass. Somehow, some way, Athelia is responsible for this disaster. I can feel it in my seventh appendage. I'm saying that before I returned to get you and Laramil, I... a number of these instabilities. Some in the Telvanni Peninsula, even a few in Apocrypha. If they all grow into these reality tears, well, we're all doomed is an understatement. Now you doubt my expertise? Look, we only detected these instabilities because of their effect on nearby threads of fate. And that reality tear, if I didn't have all my eyes on it, I wouldn't even know it was there. This is Athelia, all right. I'm not sure we can fix them. Our best chance is to find Athelia and return her to her prison. And you have the relics to do it. We just have to figure out how to restore their depleted energy. Let me think. Here, I've marked your map. Take Abolisher to the Telvanni Peninsula, the Lamp to Westweald, and the Skein to Apocrypha. I'll send help to meet you with directions on how to restore the relics. Meanwhile, Laramil and I will try to locate Athelia.
Okay.
We shall send
I
Gadain,
see.
Baragon, and Tribuna Leia to assist you, Proxy. Meet us at Baragon's townhouse when you have restored
touch
the
it.
relics. And
You get close to it, you get a nice little
convey my
reaction.
regards to Gadain.
Oh, you're right. Oh, that's uncomfortable.
Whee!
Okay, so yeah, I guess this is like kind of something that I said that I hope that they would do, where they do final story for like 2 chapters instead of a chapter in a small zone. So yeah, I mean, we might have to split it in half, but
Or
Okay,
thirds.
well, we'll probably need to wrap it up by 11:30. That might be pushing it.
okay.
Okay.
It sounds like it takes place in the overworld again, unless we get sucked into one of these things. Oh, and Trader says the slumber party was because I was in my jammies. We were hanging out last night. She made
Oh,
me
yeah.
a room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could craft.
I got
something
ink.
nice with that.
I actually got ink from that. It's so rare.
That's why you were in your jammies. I get
Yeah.
it.
Okay, so we gotta choose where to go. Okay, so he's, let's see where. It was Telvanni Peninsula, Apocrypha, and here. Let's just do here because we might as well.
Where's here? Where are you?
We're standing somewhere in the West Weald. I forgot where Scroot said to go exactly. We have to go to a specific. Oh, here we are. The lumber camp. That'll be Wildburn's Edge.
So where are we going?
He marked it.
Oh. It's all blue.
This is the Wildburn.
What are these people doing here?
And Citrix
Lady
likes
and her
how
dog.
amused you were by my jammies.
It took me a minute to figure it out.
I really love that outfit. It's a Hakoshe outfit. This is a cliff. Be careful. Go down the cliff, but be careful.
Gonna. Where's mine? I'm fine.
building up a stash. Good thinking.
I need a healing whip ability.
Looks like a quick little adventure. I'm game.
Sharp is like, looks like a quick little adventure. I'm game. Like, yeah, just a quick little adventure. We're just sealing holes in reality. That's all. Alright, Alea's over here.
comrade. Perhaps you can make sense of what the Watchling told me.
She doesn't
The
understand.
friendly Daedra Scroot sent me to meet you, comrade. She and Laramel told me some strange things, but after everything that happened in Westweald... Anyway, I'm here to help. Indeed. Apparently the workers in this camp discovered an ancient shrine to Azura before they were overwhelmed. Laramel suggests that if you hold the Lamp of Clarity close to the shrine, Azura herself will restore its energy. The shrine to Azura should be on the east side of the lumber camp. Let's go find it.
Sometimes,
After
sometimes the
everything with
things they have to say
you think
are
I wouldn't
really
want to
socially
take this route to
awkward.
the end?
I don't
It's
really know
like-
what to say
Laramel
here.
summoned me and
It's like we shouldn't
explained
be
things.
discussing
I
that.
readily agreed to help. Now,
I mean,
let's
we're,
get
we're
going
probably
before
gonna
reality breaks down
be able to
around
ask
us.
Dane like, "How are you and Laramel doing?" And it's gonna be like, "Reality is unraveling.
I know, exactly.
You guys together now? You know how."
Wink, wink.
We should say
I
that.
know.
So I guess this is the quest that shows up if you do Necrom and if you do Gold Road, right? So you have to do both of them. If you can do them in probably whatever order, but it's not preferable.
The Wildburn was
Yeah.
not kind to this place.
So
Let's locate the shrine.
I've actually been
but
in here
remain
before.
vigilant.
It's the only other delve that I've been in, interestingly. It's a big wood lumber camp that they made when the Dawnwood showed up, because the Imperials were like, "Hey, there's a lot of new wood. We can make a fortune." So they set this place up, and then the Wildburn went through, and it's not doing great, but apparently they found a shrine.
Never a dull moment.
Yep. I think I was kind of lagging there. Okay.
Oh, chest.
Reality is unraveling. Chest.
It could be in this box.
All right.
And my marker may be there after reality is gone, and I'll be able to find the place again.
After reality is gone, I'm sure you'll be able to find that chest again. Wish you luck. Yeah, okay, dead end.
Should have been more prepared.
Okay, there's a path on the map that goes this way. It's on the map, you can see it. It goes through a building, but I don't see it. You know what? It's a one-way drop. Follow me. That took way too long for me to figure out, I'm telling you. Okay, it might be that we end up doing a couple relics. Because then, like, we can stop before something serious happens and pulls us into whatever. I have no concept of what'll happen.
Well, you know we have to do the 3 relics. Then we have to go find Laravel.
Yeah, so
there's quite a bit left to do in this.
yeah, I mean we could try to do all three, but it might end up being only two, especially with how slow we're going. I've been in here, but
We may only get one.
I don't know the map. I didn't look at the map really that much. I didn't explore it all. I did find a book about wood elves.
Oh wait,
And Shader says it's a little bit more than you think. She keeps saying.
I know,
Yep,
she keeps
I
saying that.
figured. Yeah.
She's saying.
I just told you that.
And she says it's a lot more than you think.
Oh no.
How hard could
Well,
saving reality be? Yeah, I mean, we're gonna be playing tomorrow anyway, so, and I don't really have any idea of what to do, so it'll be a good thing to do, and then I don't know what we'll do on Saturday. You hear that they're giving away the Clockwork City DLC this next month, I think.
Hang on, we're still fighting something down here. Where'd you guys go? How did you get over there?
I'm following the leader.
Reality is depending on us, and he doesn't know how to walk over.
Well, where did you
Nice
go?
outfit. Use your map M on your keyboard.
I don't want to.
You don't want to.
Okay.
I don't want to.
I was fighting stuff. that
Reality
was attacking
unraveled
you. You guys
because
just
he
walked
said, "I don't
away.
want to."
Why is it?
You left me
That's what
to
I said.
die.
I mean, I'm thinking. I think that when we did the quest with the inn and making the drink, I think when we entered the timeline when Athelia went,
The Shrine of Azura should
Berserk.
be just up ahead.
her wings went red like they did earlier. So I think she's going berserk. Maybe we can talk her out of it. I don't know. Is there a sky shard here? No.
Talk her out of going berserk.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes, it is a sky
Yeah, there
shard.
is.
Oh, there is. It's not on my
Mhm.
map. Oh,
Well,
I
you
don't.
must have gotten it.
No, it should be under acquired sky shards, but it's not. That should probably be reported. That should be reported.
I don't have it on my map either. Soul Gem.
Where?
Around
Oh, I
the,
got it.
there's another
Okay.
one on this side.
Oh,
Or two of them around the base.
This big tree thing is weird. It's a new design. I've never been. I don't think I've been over here. It's a nice nature trail. Huh. I don't know how I missed that.
The Shrine of Azura. Hold the lamp close, and let's see if this works.
Recharge, please.
The Lamp of Clarity looks restored to me.
Alright. That's good. It'd be cool if we could get some Azura lines, but I don't think we've had any since Elder Scrolls Morrowind. But it's always the same voice actress. Wonder Woman, every time.
right.
Honestly, they're probably gonna get her for Elder Scrolls 6, no doubt. Under disclosure, though. Yeah, and Trader says it has a charged battery now. We put batteries in the lamp. This is the boss where we can do the delve.
I'd be mad if I went out like that.
Oh, there's a boat here. There's a journal.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you're gonna get a quest.
Should we
for
take that?
Yeah, this is
Or
honestly.
do we care?
It's yeah. You can go ahead and pick it up. It's basically you. It's just kind of like an old base game quest where you need to turn this into
Right.
somebody in the city. They haven't done this. I haven't seen this since probably
Supposed to take his belongings. They're over here.
content from 10 years ago. It's just a good old delivery.
Yeah.
Except it's always delivering bad news to a relative, though. That's what it always is.
Yeah.
Tell his sister that he's dead. Hooray! Get paid for it. You're like a delivery person of sadness.
Oh, John.
It is purple for you guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. It's kind
So
of
is,
what?
what's it called?
It's it's just you know, like these days you see like a little color thing next to the skill. You'll see a little brush, and you click on that, and it'll give you an alternate color. They're probably going to add more, maybe, as time goes on. But at the moment, Healing Springs just has a purple one, and
Okay.
and I got it for doing the Miramore incursions, the world events. I think I did a certain amount of them, and I got this. Alright, next one.
Who's next?
We will do Apocrypha. I want to do Telvanni Peninsula last. Enchantress says, speaking of base game, weren't they supposed to give base game more love this year? Well, I mean, we do have 2 more quarters, I guess. They're going to be adding a housing thing that they haven't told anyone about. They said something about housing, I think, and then something about PvP. Which doesn't mean much to me, but PvPers have been waiting too long. Let's just teleport.
Chest tiny.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it was housing. I'm pretty sure.
We just got a house.
Yeah, I think it's like a housing thing, like a thing that they're adding to houses.
Oh.
Like you'll be able to do a thing. I don't know what it is. Didn't? Oh, it's in Fathom's Drift, I think. Yeah, interesting. It's in Fathom's Drift. Okay, I'm gonna be going to Apocrypha. Alright, I'm there. We better be actually banishing Athelia, otherwise we're recharging these things for nothing. If we can talk her out of it, then maybe, I don't know.
Her mere existence, though,
Yeah.
is dangerous.
She just wanted to make everything happen at once for everybody all the time. If you can comprehend that. Someone can get in.
I don't need to, but it takes time. That's okay. I got my.
Alright, let's go. It's not that much of a run anyway.
That should be as fast.
Yeah, we're not as fast as he is.
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, it also makes it interesting because it's like for PvP, I kind of like, oh, maybe someday I'll get into it, and then I get new stuff. You know, it's a whole portion of the game that I don't have.
See that? Probably something useful in there.
They get dragon themed art. Oh, like the Ebonheart pack
Stone
ones.
is black for me.
It's kind of nice going back here. Hey,
This
good
way,
Dane.
friend. Scroot told me to meet you here, but I wasn't expecting all the spirits. It's good to see you, friend. I was surprised when Scroot appeared, and I hoped she would send me somewhere not quite so otherworldly. But I never hesitated. I'm happy to assist you. Still, if we can avoid those reality tears, I'd be grateful. Yes, but I'm not sure I understood it all. Apparently you have a map that's also a Daedric relic? Scroot says you need to get it to something immersed in the energy of Mephola. That will restore its power. Have you seen Laramil recently? Her regards? She did?
Her regards.
What were Laramil's exact words,
Her
friend?
regards.
No, not now.
He's pretty excited about
We
that.
have a task before
Yeah.
us. We must
What's
get your
the
map to
exact
something
words?
sacred to Mephola. As luck would have it, Scroot knows of a ship here in Fathom's Drift called Storm Spinner. It was carrying items sacred to followers of Mephola, and she thinks you can use them to restore
That's
the
pretty
relic.
cool. A little out of the way.
The ship should be to the north. Let's go find it. Scroot said that the ship was overloaded with amulets, statuettes, and other Mephola paraphernalia. But we're looking for bolts of silk cloth spun by devout worshippers of the Lady of Whispers. The ship was lost at sea and wound up here.
Alright, that's neat.
Fathom's Drift. Imagine the horrors that have washed upon its shores.
Alright, we're gonna go this way. It gets a little bit creepy. Oh yeah, I think I've seen the Horned Dragon helmet. That sounds familiar.
Let's make this quick.
Laramil's amulet can protect us both. Get closer to me, friend.
Should have crossed over instead of crossing me.
Oh yeah, that's right. Sharp likes it when I take out ghosts.
Who's better than us? Nobody. Get him.
Stand close and let me shield you.
What is that whip? Is it your weekend? Wait, what whip? This? That? It's a scribe ability that I made. Scribed. Dang it. Hold on. You know what? It's interesting. I recall seeing this a while back. Is this what they've been planning this ship to be used for this whole time? Or is it a secret passage? I forgot.
Those
I see
bolts
the
of
marker.
cloth. That must be the Mephola silk that Scroot wanted us to find.
I know exactly how to repair a Daedric artifact.
I think it worked. The relic is restored.
The yellow is also a scribed ability. It's Ustil's Contingency. I've added resistance and healing to it. Hooray! Okay, so that probably gives us time to get the last one. Which is good. That one's going to be in Tavani Peninsula. Let me try to figure out where. Tavani Peninsula and the Egg Mine, of all places. Okay.
Did you get lost?
Who got lost where?
Are you there?
Did you get lost?
No, I just got there. Sorry.
Oh, the boss just showed up here.
I can't do anything.
Hi.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
hang on.
Oh god.
There shouldn't be a boss in that
Okay.
area.
Oh wow, he went down fast.
It was a big lurker, one ticker.
That wasn't the boss. Okay.
Now here we come. Now, why is there something here in this cart?
This goes to the West Weald.
Oh.
Now there shouldn't be an icon. Hey, what does it say on the top right for you?
Appointed executioner. I need to go find. Yeah.
What's your current? Put your current quest on West Weald.
I have two. Appointed executioner and Adelia's fury. So the appointed executioner must be the papers I have to return, or whatever.
You're right. Yeah, that's true. I was wondering what the other one was.
No.
Okay, so you should be doing Athelia's Fury, and it should say 2 out of
restore
3.
the Daedric relics, yeah.
Interestingly enough, I'm not seeing an icon here anymore. Why is that? I thought I saw an icon here just a second ago, and now I do not see one. Why?
I see way down at the south of us, in this direction. Down near the coast is a marker about the egg mine.
Yeah, restore abolisher.
Okay, mine doesn't.
It's on my bar.
Mine doesn't say that for some reason, but I'm sure it'll be fine.
Acre egg mine delve.
Yeah, I have to go inside.
So I'm guessing there's going to be a Boethia shrine somewhere in here. Or something of the sort. Thank you so much, Sky, for the bit.
We'll take a dozen extra large, please.
Yeah, the hiccups. Say what again?
I was worried one of those reality.
It's an egg mine. We'll take a dozen extra large.
Ha!
Laramil and that floating ball of eyes told me to meet you here. They explained all about the reality tears. They sound terrible. What's going to befall us next, I wonder? She did. According to Scroot, there's an old forge deep within the mine that's dedicated to Boethia. Laramil and her believe that if you present the sword at the forge, Daedric energy will once more flow into the blade.
A forge? Okay.
The entrance to Boethia's forge should be somewhere in the northeast section of the mine. Boethia created Abolisher, so it stands to reason that a forge built to honor her might be able to restore it. Master blacksmiths dedicated the forge back when Daedric worship was more widespread. It became a Quama mine much more recently.
And remember, we have to say hi to the bat every time.
Quama always make me uncomfortable. Let's find the forge and get out of here.
Hi, bat. Every time you come in here, that's a rule.
Kiss the bat.
Might need to get a rabies shot, but
should have run.
Sharper's talking to the Quama like they can understand him.
entrance to the...
Alright, it's in this door.
That's the forge. Ever notice that no matter how ancient, Daedric stuff never really changes? Anyway, dip Abolisher into the hot coals.
Daedric stuff never really changes.
Oh, here's the hot coals.
I'm gonna stand in them.
Cracked egg! Look at Abolisher. It surges with power again.
Whoa, we were all like in sync there. That was pretty cool. Oh my gosh.
Lower your weapons. I only want to talk.
Torvasard's here. He's got the high ground.
I see you are still at the beck and call of the lying Prince of Fate. I do not seek to be your enemy, mortal. Before we irreversibly cross a threshold from which there is no return, I would reach an understanding between us. Existence. You speak of it as though it was sacrosanct. But my prince was locked away and erased from existence by your smug and sanctimonious patron, forgotten by all. I fixed that, but when we tried to restore our realm, our home, you opposed us. No different from what Mora and the other princes did in that distant millennium. Think of what could have been accomplished had not the Prince of Paths been vanquished from history. Do you not see? Just stand aside and let events flow as they may. As I feared, Hermaeus Mora sees so much but has blinded you. I respect you, mortal. Do what you must, and I shall do the same. Perhaps when reality has been rewritten and a new Miramor arises, you will have a different opinion. Consider what I have said. We Daedra may be immutable, but you mortals are not.
Oh. Now we gotta go back to Baragon's house. Okay. I'm the one paying for all the teleportation. No, it's cheap.
Yeah, my teleportation today has been like 18 gold.
It's because Zenithar.
Let me know when you're there.
Still not yet? There we go. I'm there. Oh, these people have no idea that reality is unraveling.
Mom's not here yet.
I was looking at the Doom emote when you use the new personality, and I was looking at it really closely because it's kind of hard to see, but it's like a little stone nern in your hand. You can see Tamriel, and then you just like crush it. It's very hard to see. I posted on Twitter, and everyone was like, "Oh, I didn't notice that." Okay.
I can sense the power flowing through the relics. Well done! Now, Scroot and I have an idea about how to proceed. With the 3 relics that were once used to imprison Athelia restored, we must determine where to even begin our search for the Forgotten Prince. Before we discuss the idea that Scroot and I derived, do you have anything else to report? Of course he does. But his faith in his prince has made him blind to the danger she poses to existence itself. These tears are spreading. Soon the fabric of reality may be too damaged to repair. We must find Athelia before that happens. An idea, yes, although Scroot referred to it as a remote possibility. We should return to the loom of the untraveled road. Perhaps the Echoneer can reveal a lingering memory as to where Athelia has gone. But, Proxy, was Curate Gedane, well? That is, I am glad that Gedane is well. But, now we must return to Fargrave and make our way to the Chamber of the Loom. I dare not open a portal there directly, as the
should we
release
stop
of power
there?
when you destroyed it has made Athelia unstable.
Maybe we'll have more time next time, and hopefully a 10-minute earlier start.
The portal will take us to Fargrave.
Watch yourselves. Who
But
knows
we
what
don't have to worry
dangers
about
still
getting
lurk
up
near
early.
the loom.
Yeah.
Gedane,
Oh,
Oh, they're having a conversation.
they're having a
Came
conversation.
as quickly as Scroot's trinket allowed. I want to
Rats!
help.
We missed
however I
it!
can.
We missed
Let me
it!
accompany you.
They were
Of course.
talking.
They're,
Oh
they're
my
talking.
goodness.
They're talking for
Proxy.
me. I like how they were talking for me, and you're like yelling over the.
They must have finished it before.
They're you know they're just hanging out. I'm sure as soon as we go through the portal, they'll kiss. But yeah, we'll save the
As fast as
portal.
I could.
I guess.
Okay.
Laramie wants us to leave so they can be alone.
Deposited me
Yeah,
some
see, that's
distance
exactly
from
what
this
I mean.
location.
Right?
And I meant what I said. I want to help any way I can.
I think Gedane should go home.
Go through the portal, Proxy. I need a moment
All
to cure
right,
it.
so are we packing it in?
Yeah.
We shall
One.
follow in due course.
Oh wow!
Oh, that's right. I can talk to Scroot.
Go on.
If I teleport from here, it's going down very slowly. I'm at 93, 92.
Popping up everywhere lately. I'll wait here.
So you're talking about your frame rate?
Surprise your other allies when they arrive.
No, how much gold it's gonna cost?
Oh,
It's going down really slow.
You're rich.
hey! I've got a new book. Yeah, there's a book in that lumber camp written by by a very you know how sometimes you like read a book and you're like, this guy ain't right in the head. I can't. Obviously, what he's saying is false, but he believes that all the Bosmer abide by the meat mandate, which is a very old tradition for Bosmer, and honestly, only the most staunch traditionalists do it now. Like most Bosmer you see probably aren't going to be doing it, but essentially what it is that they just eat their enemies. If they kill them, they eat them. It's just so obviously. I mean, like, so this guy was saying all Bosmer, you know, they kill you, they'll hunt you down and kill you and eat you, you know. And a lot. The thing is, though, it's funny because a lot of fans believe the same thing, and I kind of took it as maybe as a book being written by, like, oh, look, this is what you guys think, but in reality, that's not true. That's like an old timey thing.
Okay. Alright. GG.
GG. I gotta do my
Alright.
Zenithar stuff.
Yep.
Enchantress, do you think that we'll be able to get it done next time?
Good night, Enchantress, if you're there, and happy birthday again.
Yep, happy birthday.
Alright, I'll see you tomorrow.
She says night. See ya.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.
My game's always telling me telling me now, the past couple days, it detects a crash.
It detects a
But
crash. That's weird.
Yeah, when I get out, yeah. There's a
She
window
says
on top
thank
of the
you.
launcher. Okay, I'll let Mom know. Alright, love you. Thanks for
You
the.
too.
Had a good time.
Same.
See you tomorrow.
See ya.
Right. Night.
Night.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, so,
And what exactly am I supposed to do with a wagon?
how
full
long
of
do you have to
goods
play
I
next
know where
time?
to
Honestly,
find
just
at?
kind of usual. It'll just be, it's Friday, so it'll be like, it'll be the Friday usual, like, we could go an hour and a half.
I'm going to lose my shirt.
It might take
If they
2
don't
more
pick up
sessions.
their order,
Goodness
I don't get
gracious.
paid.
Okay.
Find a way to deliver the order yourself.
Just move along.
Well, I'm glad they're doing what I wanted them to do. Maybe an hour's enough. Okay. Well, I talked about this. I talked about this last year or whatever, where I was like, I want them to do it where they have final quests, but for chapters. I kind of wanted it to be like 3 chapters, but 2 is good. And yeah, I really like this idea, and I was like, I don't really see a reason why they couldn't do it. Even though it is kind of weird to have the idea where you want to do Necrom the other way around, but it's like doing Necrom second would be odd. But
your hands.
yeah, you probably do quest faster. I'm always wanting to go through all the dialogue options and everything, but
we have.
I don't want to miss a beat, really. I mean, there's so much dialogue in ESO to the point where, like, you know, after you complete a step in a quest, you could just chat with someone, and they'll have like a totally different line of dialogue because you completed one step. 3 chapters would mean the story would drag on for a long time. People might get bored of it. 2 is right, yeah, but like, I mean, Final Fantasy 14, didn't they do like 10 years? That's kind of impressive. This guy looks awesome. I want him to render. Please render. There we go. Definitely a tank, I can tell. Alright, we want to do... Let's do a... I probably won't be streaming for very long. I just want to get... I'm probably just going to go an hour. Because yeah, I want to stream this quest, right? So I'm going to have to think of a good lore fact for tomorrow, because I don't have it listed. 14 failed so much for many years. It almost ended before... Yeah, well, I mean, ESO didn't have a great beginning either. They had to do one Tamriel to make up for it all. 14's decade-long story is a success story. You can't say it ain't. I mean, like, I would love a decade-long story. I mean, but ESO's world building is so extensive that it kind of feels that way to me anyway, right? If that makes any sense. It's kind of like seeing the ripples of things like the plane meld and Varen's rebellion and things like it feels like a story that's constantly being expanded upon, you know, because it is. But it's not like a linear progressed character-based story. But I was always of the mindset that I think that Elder Scrolls is more like a lore-building franchise than a character-focused one. It's got great characters, but I definitely feel like the expansion of the world story and other things is kind of what takes precedence. You're getting at the fact that it took them a good few years before even having the first DLC because they were repairing the game for what it was. But I mean... But it's... Heck, it's still more than 2. Even if you omit 3 years, that's 7 years. I don't know, like... it's still a long time for a mostly linear
Good to get stocked up.
story. I mean, I was talking to my friend who plays 14 about it. Though I don't think it's very player friendly because again, I'm having a hard time getting into playing because it's like I can't do so many things and people are like, "Oh, we want to join together," but I can't join with them. Two years between DLCs, but we're talking about additional dungeons and all that stuff, and every bit of it advances the story. You know, like in ESO, it's not the case. In ESO, you do a trial that's pretty much completely separate from the story. At least a lot of times. A lot of times it is. I mean, I would love to like fight a Daedric Prince as like the trial, right? Like imagine like fighting this superpower, but no, it's always kind of a split story. Oh, that is so wrong. That's better. That's better. That's better. Good. No. Yes. I've talked to my friend who's done like all the content and is eagerly awaiting Dawn Trail because I think it's like coming in a day or so. And she was like the amount of content that reflects on the story is unbelievable. I mean, you can't even compare it to how ESO's takes a more like they step back. They step back because they don't know, like, oh, we don't know if you've done this or whatnot. I'm sure you understand what I'm getting at. And I've seen it too. I've seen it. And World of Warcraft also does the same. Where, like, the World of Warcraft is like, well, here's the big bad in our mythic content, and it's like, okay, I'd like to do that. Ugrangro through Mog Heavy Orcalc screws with a ring for attaching rope or chain. These would have been driven into wood gates or palisades under cover of darkness to allow the orcs to pull down barricades from a safe distance prior to an attack. He knows his orc stuff. Because he is an orc. For many years, too, they do drop all story updates, but you can't sell the trials and events and stuff are considered story. I'm having two people tell me completely different things. So, I'm just gonna... It's null to me now. I have so much stuff to mark as junk. I do only have one of these. Tendrilled Eye makes me think of Mora. Seems a little bit obvious, but I don't recall the first codex referencing that. I have no idea how many Nier Automata raids there are. Isn't that like a totally different franchise? That's confusing.
I'm with you.
I'm with you. Smash. Ah, wet. I'm really glad that ESO hasn't done crossovers. World of Warcraft also probably doesn't do crossovers because that wouldn't make much sense. But I don't want crossovers. I do not, obviously. I mean, like, what you can do is you can toss in a couple references if you want. Have some fun. You know, there's a Dragon Ball reference. The next drops a Dragon Ball Z reference or whatever, and it's like, okay. I mean, a little bit in there, but you can have some fun on occasion. You know, he's very strange. He's not actually referencing Dragon Ball Z, it's more like referencing something that is just fun for the audience. Oh hey! Don't mind if I do. Having raids for Monster Hunter events for Yokai Watch also break that line. They do have lots of content updates, but not really story. They're just time fillers. 14 does more than references. You can ride on a Rathalos. Well, yeah, I know. I'm saying that the furthest ESO goes is references. Which is fine by me. I mean, like, save your references for other games. Yeah, Elder Scrolls doesn't need references. Elder Scrolls can just reference the Elder Scrolls, right? I mean, like, it's just like, reference that thing from Skyrim, and then boom. I mean, like, Greymore is a big Skyrim reference. Oh, gee, I sure do love Gold Road. Is Oblivion reference. I guess Blackwood probably fits better. Yeah, no, 14 does crossovers. It's kind of... But I mean, the thing about 14 is that it's also very wonky. It's like, it's got a heavy lore. I can't say it doesn't, but it's got a more comic booky kind of a. That's not really the term. It doesn't take itself as seriously. It doesn't take itself as seriously because I mean, like that. You can't have crossovers like Yokai Watch and take yourself that seriously. I mean, like, you could toss in some multiverse stuff, you know, but whatever. Yeah, so Nisa's, yeah. Trust me, I would implode. If ESO did that, I would, and you know, props to them for not. I'm having a stupid today. I've got this. If I failed that, I would have gone to World of Warcraft. Just kidding. Is 14's lore not as intricate? I guess 14 is its own lore, and ESO isn't. ESO's the entire Elder Scrolls, and 14 is its own game, so the lore probably isn't as deep. I would have walked away. I would have ended this. Well, I'm gonna end the stream soon anyway, probably. But I would have just like I wouldn't have even rated. I would have just been like, I'm out. I mean, like, Amalian. Given the alien's enthusiastic veneration of Daedra, this eye probably represents Hermaeus Mora, Daedric Prince of Knowledge. Is that K capitalized? He's not often idolized. Maybe because he's reclusive compared to so many of the princes, or because he's hard to depict. Oh, would you look at that? But yeah, I haven't eaten. I've had okay, so today, you know, triple digits, really hot. I'm sweating so much, literally taking off like my clothes. It was like I got drenched in water, and I mean, like, I had decided to snap up a quick blast at Sonic. I was like, I'm just going to get my... Because I didn't get it on Tuesday. Because the ice cream machines are... I guess everyone's just buying blasts and they didn't have their ice cream machines online. So I was like, I'm going to pick it up today. So I decided to do that. And I was like, usually I'm in and out really fast. I got the probably the longest drive-through wait I've ever had, and I was sitting there so annoyed because I was like, I'm supposed to be home. Mom and Dad are probably really worried about me. If I tell them that I was stopped at Sonic, they're probably gonna be mad at me. They're probably gonna be mad at me. So I'm like, come on. I even kind of drove in front of someone that I probably could have let cut in front of me, and I felt pretty bad about it, but I was in a hurry. But yeah, they were super slow. I was actually dripping sweat. I mean, it was 10 p.m. at night, and it's so hot, you know. And it's also probably nerves. I'm sweating from nerves. I was so miserable. I super loved the limeade at Sonic when you went. It was so good. Yeah, I honestly get a pretty good deal. Hold on, I got a text.
If they don't pick up their order, I don't get paid.
Give me a second. I've got important text. Anyway, let me see. 14 is its own lore, its own game. It's on its own. Yeah, 14 doesn't link with the other games. They're all standalone, except I heard that it linked with 13. Elder Scrolls is all intertwined. Yeah. Speaking of melodious tune, hold on. I'm gonna keep you guys occupied. There we go. I gotta put something in my notes. We had a crossover event with 15, and they basically just said, same universe, different realm, but I don't know. It sounds like an excuse to keep themselves happy. You have so many non-lore crossover events, you really want to need to explain it more. Yeah, you've already dug that hole, you know? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. That would have been incredibly embarrassing. I'm really glad it stopped you these days. I mean, like, that's something that we really needed.
Is that a heroic?
Yeah, people just accept it as it is. You've won. Just have fun at that point. Yeah, just cross over with anything at that point. I mean, just like, ooh, things are weird. The thing about the Elder Scrolls is that it's like the Elder Scrolls has a foundation that's so deeply rooted in, like, oh, we've established people's perceptions on, like, the metaphysics and stuff. And we're really expanding on it this year, right? We're going deep into, oh, you know, here's all the different strands of fate and this. But I mean, like, that's always been an underlying part of the Elder Scrolls. But I mean, it's like there's still like things going on that they will not do. Obviously, obviously it would ruin people's immersion if they brought things in. I mean, they'll cross over ESO with other things. I mean, like, you can get the Fortnite skin. That's a thing. You could have the Dragonborn outfit in Smash. That's fun. Yeah, it was the worst finding out the hard way. losing your tickets. Anyway, interesting. I mean, like the whole thing about like if you play Morrowind and you end up doing something like killing Vivek or something or the other, because you can do that. You get a little box that claims that you've. It's funny because like people who play ESO and then play Morrowind maybe, and they see this would be interesting for them, because if you kill someone in Morrowind you're not supposed to, you get a message claiming that like the threads of fate have been frayed, and you'll have to live on in the doomed reality that you've created because you've you've messed it up at that point. So, you're making a choice, and you get a box claiming, do you really want to make this choice? You probably want to reload your save. But you can't just live out in a world where you've done that to Vivek. But it's interesting reading. It's interesting reading that box back from 2002 and how much it sounds like the stuff that we're talking about here in 2024. Imagine how much of those already don't think ESO's canon would just go off if they did an uncanon crossover event. That is true. They probably would pitch a fit. They would probably be like, it's like, guys, make up your mind. Be over for ESO in your eyes. They have to hold the standard they've created for everyone. I mean, like, ESO, it's funny because ESO isn't as popular as Final Fantasy, and yet they don't. I mean, they could do crossovers, right? I mean, that always gets attention. It's good. Overwatch is doing it. Final Fantasy does it. But I'm really glad ESO doesn't try to like jump ahead of everyone, going, yeah, we're gonna do it too. We're gonna do that as well, because that's not the Elder Scrolls legacy. They know what makes an Elder Scrolls game. And obviously, it's okay for Overwatch to do it, and it's okay for Fortnite to do, obviously, because that's what Fortnite is, and for Final Fantasy to do it, because they've got their own thing going on. Elder Scrolls doesn't fit. Yeah. Yeah, for so many people, it would just be, yeah. So I'm already really annoyed with castles, to be honest, because it's like, what's with castles? But I mean, castles is not ESO. Is ESO... I mean, I guess ESO is pretty different from other MMOs I've played. When I played World of Warcraft in 14, I kind of feel they're more similar. ESO definitely feels very different from others. From like an exploratory viewpoint, the gameplay is really fluid. I don't really know how common that is for MMOs. Like, I don't know, I feel more flexible when I'm playing ESO. I should probably be making my Molag Bal pet again. Such a strange thing to say. We're gonna go ahead and grab these two next to each other. He's just like okay, I don't grab style pages until things get really close to the end. I think we still have some time. I'm gonna be grabbing these though if I don't get them in my boxes. But I've been having pretty good luck. I've had pretty good drops. Would you look at that? Speak of the boots. Oh, a gnarled tree. Yeah, that's helpful. Well, what is this in the top right? I can't tell. Is that like a coffee stain or something? I can't tell what that is. Huh. It's so difficult though. I mean, come on, man. It's a gnarled tree. 14 is like other MMOs where new players stay in the little kid zone. You're right. That's totally it. It's the zone. It's the level based zones. I can never get used to that. It feels weird. ESO is like, hey, you want to go to Aradon, you can go to Aradon, but you don't have to like feel like you're out balanced. I mean, granted, I feel like everywhere is too easy for me, but I don't play to have a difficult time. If I want to play ESO and have a hard time doing content, I will put myself in veteran dungeons and veteran trials, do some arenas, if I want to do hard content, that's what I'll do. I don't want a zone to be that hard content, because I'm just gonna outgrow it. You're seeing another MMO balance the enemies and characters as well as ESO does. Yeah, I just wish I had more puzzles. That's what I want. I don't want more difficult enemies. I want puzzles. Give me my puzzles. They had that puzzle in the Untraveled Road quest or whatever, and I was kind of like annoyed by how easy it was.
Building up a staff.
I was like, come on, there's gotta be more to this, but no, it's just a pattern, you know, just a pattern. I was kind of hoping it would be a little bit more difficult. Yeah, you're right. Once you, it's like playing, at that point it's like playing a game, like you're playing Mario or something. It's like I guess maybe more, I don't know.
Give him a
you know, you've beaten level 1, why would you go back, you know? Why would you go back to level 1 when you've beaten it and you're too strong for it and there's no replay value? There we go. Alright, we've got it. Next up I'm going to be doing my crafting. In Skingrad, because Skingrad has the best crafting area. No contest. Okay, give me a moment. I clicked the wrong button. It actually feels like you're leveling and playing a game. Yeah, so you hardly look at your level or CP or whatever. You don't have to reach a goal after you hit the CP 160. You can lose yourself in it. Yeah, it's a good place to reach once you hit CP 160. And honestly, and you don't have to do it on other characters either. I mean, like once you hit that level of CP, I mean, you have to level up to 50, sure, but once you hit that level of CP, you just adopt it on all your characters, and it just makes everything so easy. It feels like the right balance between, oh, you don't get everything when you make a character, and you don't lose everything when you make a character. It feels like a good balance. I'm having a hard time in Final Fantasy because it's like I want to do like a dungeon with people. It's like, okay, I'm not at that level. That's fine. I understand that. But I mean, like, I have to progress the story, right? So I have to progress my story a bunch and a bunch and a bunch. And that's a lot of questing. And I like questing. I like the story. It's fun. It's my friend. He's probably AFK. I like Final Fantasy's questing. There's a Realm Reborn has a lot of filler though, and it's kind of annoying. CP was such a new and cool system to understand, but even when you were new, you had a breath of relief that your characters got to be the same level after 50. A lot of games that you just don't want to play on your other characters because now that one is getting the EXP your main should. Yeah, the sharing is good. EXP share, it's like Pokemon. You like 14's story, you hate 14's questing. Yeah, you know what? I vibe with that. I'm having a hard time with A Realm Reborn because it's like I can't. There's sometimes there's just so much filler. I'm like, are you just adding the filler as a joke? Are we basically? I'm thinking, are we going to reference the fact that was all filler? Is this like a meta thing? Because I'm like, this is like a whole lot of nothing that's happening here. I was literally sent somewhere to look at something and there was nothing there, and I went back and I was like, okay, there's nothing there. Yeah, it does force you to do dungeons, but you can do dungeons with NPCs, and that's kind of nice. My blood sugar is getting very low. I need to make dinner. I can feel it. I might still be on ESO a bit after I end, though. I don't know. Sometimes, if you find me on ESO, sometimes I'm just reading. I was on the other day for like a couple hours, and I was just reading a book, and yeah, that can take me a couple hours sometimes. If it's something like the Monomyth, it can take me a long time, because I'm just like... It's like chewing on something, or taking small bites out of something very large. It's not necessarily super long. I mean, the Monomyth is, but the fragments aren't. But it's super heavy. It's like, there's a lot to chew on here. I mean, when I went through the 9 Coruscations, which, you know, I have my lore fact is about that. When I went through the 9 Coruscations, I found stuff that I hadn't seen before. And I'm like, I'm really glad that I dedicated a couple hours to this, because I found some really cool things. That I can't believe I didn't see before. I was like, how did I miss this? You have to grind dungeons with those NPCs to be level enough to do dungeons after a while. See me on often. You usually leave people alone. I leave everyone alone. I don't bug anybody.
What are we up to today?
Like, I've been grinding lately for the blind path restoration staff, and I just don't want to bother anyone. But my friend Twisty is always happy to help. So I'll ask him maybe, but I just keep tossing myself at it. I really want that blind resto, but it's like, I don't even know if I'm gonna like use it a lot. I don't quite know like how the build will feel on me, as I have to work so hard for a build that I don't even know if I'm gonna like, but it's fun grinding through something. I like having a goal and going for it. If I don't really have that goal, then it's like, well, what am I doing? Granted, I have been questing lately, doing some quests that I haven't done before. It's very... There's a lot of base game quests I have not done, actually, and it's very cool to do them now that I know a lot more than I did when I started playing, because I'm seeing them, you know, with a totally different mind's eye than I would have if I had done them in 2018. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. This guy's a werewolf, I can tell. He's a werewolf. Got so long without treating it as you're worried it's gonna start disfiguring you like it did your brother. You said something yesterday about getting treatment soon, I think, when we were on with Craze. That was the first I've heard of it. I know. I mean, like, I'm sitting here pushing my own medical issues. Like, I just learned that I need another root canal, and it's like, I want to push it until I can get insurance, but do I want to push it that long? Because I could get infected and then die. Which doesn't sound very fun. It sounds exciting. Not the good exciting. But it's like, I just keep... It's like I'm putting off things. Do I wait until I can get insurance, or am I sabotaging myself? If you let a root canal go past a certain point, they'll have to pull the tooth. Yeah, so I've had one before. I had a root canal done in 2022. Honestly, it wasn't as bad as I've like. I mean, it's a long process, but it wasn't the worst thing ever. You remember my canal? I remember your canal. The dentist said that she can tell I've been brushing, which is good. I've never had a dentist tell me something that positive, but I have things that I need to fix. So yeah, I need to get a root canal done. I'm gonna get that done. I might just pay for it. Honestly, I might just pay for it. I don't know if I'm gonna wait till I have insurance, because that is, they offer that in 4 months, maybe about 3 months. Yeah, so around 3 months. It doesn't always hurt. It doesn't always hurt, but it's very sensitive to heat and cold. Obviously, like to the point of unbelievable agony. But it doesn't always hurt. But yeah, it's something that I don't want to push. Yeah, you have new insurance. Okay, so you have insurance. Maybe your rheumatologist would be covered again. If not, you're just waiting. Yeah, we're all focusing on insurance here. I could have picked up insurance last year. I didn't. I just didn't think. I could have. I didn't, because I have been with the company for a long time. Hold on, who is this? Is this Green? No, who is this? Why do they have a sword in my back? Am I being threatened? You have many insurances, they just don't care. Yep. Honestly, that's probably the reason why I didn't pick up on insurance. I don't see it as a big deal, because it's like they all just probably suck anyway. Everything's just built to suck out your money. So I just didn't look at. I didn't give it another glance. But it technically probably would have helped. It probably would have helped a bit. I'm just really cynical. Actually, you know what? This could probably get her up. Nope. There we go. Sigh. You have Medicare, Medicaid, and a prescription plan. It's been covered for 13 years, and then it went to the lowest bidder, and the insurance company decided they only want to cover who they have contracts with. Nightmare. This is why, I mean, like, Mom's trying to get me to get stuff done, you know, like, if I have a medical problem, I just, like, take it. I'm just like, I guess it's just how I'm gonna live now until I die. That's kind of how it goes with me. People are like, no, you can get it, you know, get insurance and all. I'm like, no. I'm like, no, I need to pay rent, you know, I have things that I need to pay for, and if something bothers me but doesn't, like, completely cripple me, then it's, you know. My European friends tell me they don't understand this mindset. But, I mean, like, they're all like, you don't understand, our medical system isn't that great, you have to wait a long time. Sometimes you have to wait for months. I'm like, okay, I would kill to wait for months. I don't get it at all. You know, like until, what period sounds shorter, months? Or until I die? Honestly, with how my issues are developing, until I die might be shorter than months. It's just the way things go. Living with chronic pain makes it impossible to ignore your problem. Yeah. See, that's true. That's different though. That's what I mean though. If it's not a chronic thing, then it's just I accept it as like, okay, this is just a thing that happens on occasion, right? Yeah. Chronic's different. Capitalism feasts off the chronic. Alright, that's all that, and I did my weekly. That's good. I'm going to port to my house to end the stream, even though knowing me, I'm probably going to go right back to Skin right after the stream ends. Been here quite a while, just watching continue. Hi, Driz. Drizzy, wish Enchantress a happy birthday right now. Now she won't do it. She won't do it because I said that she should do it. Yeah, but so here's some details about my scribing abilities. The one that you were curious about is called it's Ufsil's Contingency, but I made it into Healing Contingency. This is what it does. You imbue yourself with magical runes of Ufsil for 20 seconds. These runes trigger when you cast an ability with a cost, causing a burst of magic around you. Heals you and your allies for 11,488 health. Beneficial signature and affix scripts apply to you and your allies. Heals for 7,480 health over 10 seconds. Grants minor resolve for 20 seconds, increasing physical and spell resistance by about 3,000. So that's what it does. So yeah, basically it works. It's kind of like mending wounds, where it's like this. You know, it sticks on you for, except mending wounds doesn't go away. This does after 20 seconds. But essentially, you put it on you, and you can press it again to make it burst. It'll wear off after 20 seconds. Anytime you do anything with a cost, it will burst again. So that includes rolling, right? It includes just literally it includes blocking as well. So you can use it as like a way to heal after a block. Yeah, it's very interesting. I like how I type, you tell me to do this immediately. You can just be like, hi, how are you? The one time I don't ask how you are, you get on me about it. I see how it is. I've been like constantly checking up on Drizzy the past day or so, and she's mad at me for this. Alright, I will find someone to raid you guys off to. I have spaghetti, and I need to get... I will be live today at 10:20, or, you know, between somewhere near 10:30 p.m. It'll probably be 10:20 Central Time. So, we're going to be finishing off the Gold Road and Necrom main story, which is, I guess, good to do for a Friday night. And then we are going to probably do some Overwatch, honestly. I don't know. I'd kind of like it if Steven and Jared and Michaela would want to do something fun on a Friday night, and then maybe also on a Saturday night, like old times. But, I slept at her house. It was cozy. Give me a second. Let me see who is live right now. My stomach is rumbling. You probably can't hear that. We're going to be going to Tyranny as a raid. Thank you guys so much for being here. I will see you next time. Bye.